YouTube, what's going on, man? I don't even know what day it is. Don't really look at the days of the SR. But yeah, this video is on energy vampires, and specifically because we've all heard of this term, energy vampires. You're around someone and you just feel low, you just feel like they're always complaining, just always low energy. That's one aspect of it. But I also want to discuss, and this is the reason why I say avoid the dangers of mixing sexually with loads of different people and avoiding casual sex, because at one particular point in time I was on the streets and I was just trying to get any sexual opportunities I could, and that is what most typical average men in the world are doing. So yeah, this is an encounter with a sexual vampire. In other words, you could call it a sexual demon. Like, they're only interested in you, and it's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's not necessarily just a woman, or it could be a man, it could be a woman. In fact, I would say for the most part it's men that do this to women, but certainly it happens the other way around as well. So you have to be careful, because there was probably a point in time when I realized, like, when you're using women sexually, when you were just using them for sex, just to make you feel better, just to get some energy from them, you are operating in wickedness, in evilhood, if you will. And so yeah, today is Wednesday at the time of recording. Monday, I decided to do one of my fasts, because I fasted for about, I'll say close to 2 years, every single Monday, week in, week out, never got sick. That's my greatest, like, that's just the way it happened. Then I started cyclic fasting, and I don't want to say 16-8 intermittent fasting. It was close to like 24. I did 22-2 for a while. And I probably do have the strength to do 23 and 1, but like I said, ideally you don't want to be. I was prepping meals myself, because I didn't have a wife to prep the meals for me. I didn't hire a maid to prep the meals for me. If you're going to do a 23 and 1 fast, then it would need to, your plate would need to be in front of you and everything you need at that hour. You shouldn't have to prep. You shouldn't have to worry about it. Then it's a lot easier when you don't have to think about what to prep. Because when I'm fasting, even when I just finished I think it was close to a 39-hour fast, I still, the previous day, I still went out and I went to buy my fruits. I already had some food that I was going to break my fast with, that kind of thing. And I still prepped all my food, but I did get help. I did call someone for some help to prep like my main meal after I'd broken fast. But yeah, so basically this story, so I was talking with this girl. Long story short, I seduced her. She lives downstairs in this apartment complex, and yeah, we had been copulating. And it sounds weird, but like I said, I do not ejaculate with a girl, or I do not even consider ejaculating with a girl until they've reached 10 copulations with me. Thereby, if for whatever reason the relationship falls flat, I didn't even give them my energy of release. I didn't even lose any seed. So we are on our 8th copulation. If we copulate again, we'll be on our 9th. So I told her, and after the 3rd copulation, I can kind of tell she's got super attached to the sex, and she just wanted it, more so than anything else. And so the other day, she was like, baby, can I come? I want to kiss you. I want to do this. I wish I could show the screenshots, but hey, I don't have the time to be editing those YouTube videos like that. She was like, baby, can I come hug you and kiss you? I said, nah. Bear in mind, I'm speaking in a foreign language. I said, no, you can't come today because I'm fasting. I'm not saying this in English. I'm fasting. To translate, I said, I'm starving my body to feed my spirit. I am fasting. And ideally, biblically especially, I don't like to announce when I'm fasting. This is one thing that Islam doesn't do. But I don't like to announce when I'm fasting. I don't like to announce when I'm praying, as they do in other religions. You do your things in secret, and the Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. That's a Bible verse somewhere. So I told her I'm fasting because she's someone I was communicating with, and I typically only tell someone I'm communicating with if they're asking me what do I want to eat, like that kind of, like my chef and things like that. And then I was like, and I told her, she just said, okay, that was it. She didn't send a follow-up message. Oh, why are you fasting? I've never spoken about it with her. Oh, is there anything? She just said, okay. I didn't respond. I left it. I was like, rah, like, mad. The moment I removed sexual opportunity away from the table, because she realized that I have high energy and she's trying to get access to my energy, it's going to make her feel better. It's going to satisfy her sexual desires, and it's going to increase her energy. I kid you not, there was a time where I believed that I ejaculated inside of a woman and she had contraception, so she wouldn't get pregnant. And then positive opportunities just started happening to her. And if you're a man who's a spiritual adept, who you give your energy to can start benefiting from being around you, from being with you, especially sexually. And in certain respects, you could lose some of the benefits that you're getting from holding on. So the moment you share, doesn't matter if you're using a condom, doesn't matter whatever, you're sharing your energy with these people, and that's gonna, like I said, if you're having sex with somebody, you're typically gonna increase their energy for the most part. If you're on a journey, because semen retention is a spiritual journey, whether you're copulating or not. So the next day came around, she's messaging me, sent me like some quote, and she was like, "Good morning." She's like, "How about today?" And then she said, "How about today? Are you busy?" And then I was like, because the day after the fast, I'm typically weaning my way back into food. I don't typically want to have sex. Like it wasn't something, but I basically just told her, I am busy. I'm busy every day, so it frustrates me when people ask me that. But obviously, I make time, and I said, what did I say to her? So I said, I'm more available today, but no sex today. She just said, okay. Didn't hear from her. And it's Wednesday today, haven't heard from her again since. And am I gonna reach out and message to her? No. But if I was moving in lust and temptation, and if I was moving carnally, as soon as I'm horny, I know I can just call her and she's gonna come. She's gonna come through to the crib. So yeah, that's just some insights, and fasting is just so good to do, man. But that's how you can spot someone who's just always about sex, always about want your attention, want your money. But this one, although she wants money, all young girls want money. The thing that she wants most is my sex. She's already talked about baby, she's already talked about pregnancy, but she thinks she wants most of my sex. But this has allowed me to see her for who she truly is. She's not really interested in me as a person, because anyone who's interested in you, oh, you fast since when? Or why? What's the purpose for your fast? Like, there's so many follow-up questions that she could have asked. And yeah, that's just given me an idea that, hold on day 5, day 6, when I was on SR, when I might have been feeling low energy, I can't remember when I copulated with her last, but it was within the last 10 days. So it could have been her, the reason. And when she's looking for that next top up, she was trying to find me, and I refused her. And if I refuse her enough, because she might go looking elsewhere. And the moment a woman you're sleeping with sleeps with someone else and comes back to you, it's gonna fuck up your energy. And it just becomes all one large cesspool of, I don't know why I'm holding this pen, it becomes one large cesspool of sexual orgy. And you're mixing with men you don't want to mix with. And that's why the ideal, look, I'm not gonna say the ideal is to be with a woman who's never been with any man before and doesn't want to be with any other man, in terms of mixing your sexual energies, because I'm just gonna leave it there, man. That's the video. Be careful. The energy vampires, you can manage those, but it's the sexual vampires that are the ones you really got to look out for. That's the video. Let's go.